Imagine holding a majestic ancient forest giant right in the palm of your hand, a living oak or pine tree that usually spans 60 feet in the wild, perfectly scaled down to just 12 inches tall. How do master gardeners tame wild nature and condense centuries of growth onto a small desk setup? Welcome to the contemplative, highly rewarding artistic world of bonsai and micro-landscaping. Bonsai is far more than simply growing small houseplants in ceramic pots. It is an ancient Japanese living art form that blends horticulture, sculpture, and deep philosophy. You take full creative control over living plant tissue, guiding branches to tell a story of natural endurance. Building your own miniature living ecosystem brings a peaceful sanctuary of real nature into your indoor environment. The core philosophy of bonsai art revolves around mimicking the dramatic forces of wild weather and time. In nature, ancient mountain trees are sculpted by howling winds, heavy snow loads, and rocky cliffs. Their trunks twist dramatically, their bark cracks into aged textures, and their foliage forms elegant, dense clouds. As a bonsai artist, your goal is to recreate these dramatic natural stories on a miniature scale. You look at a simple young nursery plant and envision its magnificent future form decades down the road. You do not force the tree to grow against its natural instincts. Instead, you listen to its biological structure and guide its living form with artistic intention. Your hands-on journey into this living craft begins with selecting the right plant species for your climate. Beginners often start with hardy evergreen conifers like Ficus retusa, Japanese black pine, or Juniper procumbens. Tropical ficus trees thrive effortlessly indoors under bright LED growth lamps on your desk setup. Cold, hardy junipers and maples demand outdoor sunlight, seasonal winter chills, and natural rain showers. You examine the nabari, which is the spread of surface roots gripping the soil surface. A strong, wide root base grounds the tree visually, giving your miniature composition an immediate sense of age and stability. Once you select your starter plant, the crucial process of structural pruning and trunk shaping begins. You use sharp stainless steel concave branch cutters to remove unnecessary competing branches cleanly. Concave cutters create hollow spherical wounds on the trunk that heal flush without leaving ugly raised scars. You strategically preserve key primary branches that establish the overall triangle shape of your foliage silhouette. Every single foliage cut you make redirects vital plant energy into smaller interior buds. Over time, this careful pruning technique reduces leaf size, creating tightly packed foliage clouds that mimic mature forest giant trees. After establishing the structural branch placement, you enter the delicate phase of branch wiring. You wrap specialized anodized aluminum or copper wire carefully around branches at a precise 45-degree angle. The wire holds the pliable wooden branch in place without biting through the living cambium bark layer. Once wired, you gently bend the branch downwards to simulate the heavy weight of old age and accumulated snow. Bending a straight young branch into a sweeping, weathered curve instantly adds 40 years of perceived visual history. Leaving the wire on the branch for several months permanently sets the wood in its new artistic position. The choice of soil medium and ceramic display pot is equally vital for long-term tree health and aesthetics. Bonsai trees do not live in ordinary dense potting soil from home improvement stores. They require specialized gritty substrates like akadama clay, volcanic lava rock, and crushed pumice stones. This porous mineral mix allows water to drain instantly while encouraging maximum oxygen circulation to delicate root tips. You anchor the tree firmly into a shallow glazed ceramic pot using hidden copper wires through bottom drainage holes. The harmony between the ceramic pot color and the living tree creates a gallery-worthy display piece for any room. Beyond traditional single bonsai trees, you can venture into the serene world of micro-landscaping and Saikei. Saikei is the art of creating complete miniature natural landscapes inside a flat ceramic tray. You combine small weathered rocks, miniature trees, fine rivers, and living moss patches into a single scene. You position jagged dragonstones to represent towering mountain peaks or coastal ocean cliffs. You plant tiny accent plants like dwarf ferns and golden moss to build dense forest undergrowth layers. Creating a miniature landscape allows you to design your own living dream sanctuary right on your home table. Working with living moss is one of the most aesthetically satisfying elements of micro-landscaping. Moss acts as miniature grass, covering exposed soil surfaces with lush, vibrant emerald green velvet textures. You collect different wild moss varieties like cushion moss, sheet moss, and mood moss from humid forest floors. You gently press the moss mats onto the wet akadama soil around your tree root base. Keeping the moss hydrated with a fine misting spray keeps the microenvironment fresh and vibrant. The contrast between dark weathered tree bark and soft green moss creates an immediate high-end visual aesthetic. Proper long-term maintenance of your miniature living landscape builds deep patience and observational awareness. You monitor moisture levels, seasonal light shifts, and subtle growth changes daily on your workspace. You prune fast-growing spring shoots with fine bonsai scissors to maintain the tight foliage silhouette. You apply specialized organic fertilizer cakes to feed the living soil microbes throughout the growing season. Repotting the tree every few years allows you to trim overgrown roots, keeping the plant healthy in its shallow container. This ongoing daily care routine transforms plant maintenance into a calming, meditative morning ritual. What makes bonsai and micro-landscaping such an extraordinary craft is its unique relationship with physical time. In almost every other artistic hobby, your created object begins degrading the moment it is finished. Painted canvases fade, wood crafts age, and mechanical parts wear out over long years. But a living bonsai tree becomes more beautiful, valuable, and impressive with every passing decade. The trunk thickens, the bark develops rich weathered fissures, and the foliage canopy becomes denser over time. You are not simply creating temporary home decor. You are cultivating a living heirloom that can outlive generations. Engaging in bonsai styling also serves as an exceptional physical lesson in slow living and stress reduction. You cannot rush the natural growth cycles of a living tree or force new buds to open overnight. You must work in perfect harmony with natural seasonal rhythms, waiting patiently for the right month to prune or repot. Spending 20 quiet minutes misting foliage and wiring tiny branches lowers your heart rate effortlessly. Focusing on microscopic natural details completely clears your mind of daily work stress and digital noise. This living craft offers an ultimate sanctuary of peace within our fast-paced modern world. Furthermore, styling miniature landscapes allows you to explore custom accent elements like miniature clay figures and mudmen. Traditional Asian landscapes often include tiny ceramic figures of meditating monks, small fishing boats, or stone bridges. Placing a tiny half-inch figurine beside a towering juniper root creates an immediate sense of grand scale. The viewer's eye is tricked into seeing a massive ancient mountain scene inside a 10-inch tray. This visual storytelling element transforms your plant setup into an interactive work of living art. Visitors to your home will freeze in awe, examining every microscopic landscape detail. The absolute best part about bonsai and micro-landscaping is that this hobby carries massive potential for content creation and business. Living bonsai compositions are built for viral short-form video content on Instagram Reels and TikTok. Capturing smooth, month-long time-lapse videos of a tree bursting into spring green leaves generates millions of views online. Viewers are fascinated by dramatic plant transformations, root prunings, and precision wire shaping sessions. You do not need expensive recording setups to build a massive global audience around living art. Simply position your phone camera on a small tripod, capture quiet pruning clips, and upload your living craft online. As your shaping skills mature over time, you unlock a genuine long-term financial asset right on your home patio. Unlike mass-produced furniture or electronic gadgets that lose value instantly, a well-styled bonsai tree increases in value every year. A simple $20 nursery plant can easily transform into a $300 exhibition tree after 3 years of styling. High-end specimen trees, styled over decades, frequently command thousands of dollars on enthusiast markets and private auctions. You can build a diverse inventory of living plant assets right from your backyard or apartment balcony setup. Growing bonsai is literally cultivating living real estate that appreciates in financial value every single season. Furthermore, you can monetize your craft locally by designing custom interior plant landscapes for businesses. Upscale restaurants, modern tech offices, and boutique hotels are constantly seeking unique luxury greenery for their space design. You can create custom, long-lasting moss terrariums and bonsai arrangements designed specifically for corporate lobbies. You can offer recurring monthly maintenance services, visiting local clients to prune foliage and check soil moisture, selling custom indoor micro-landscapes on Etsy, or setting up your own Shopify storefront creates a steady secondary stream of revenue. Your creative plant passion effortlessly becomes a respected local design business. Starting your personal journey into this ancient living art today requires very little space and a small starting budget. You do not need an entire greenhouse or acres of land to begin your living bonsai collection. You can buy a young starter tree, a pair of concave branch cutters, aluminum wire, and akadama soil online for under $50. Set up a bright workspace near a sunny window or under a simple LED growth lamp this weekend. Carefully prune away your first unwanted branch, wire your very first trunk curve, and feel the magic of living sculpture. The next time you catch yourself feeling overwhelmed by fast-paced modern work, step into the peaceful world of living art. Bring a real piece of wild natural beauty right onto your home desk setup. Work in harmony with living plant biology, master the patient craft of branch wiring, and cultivate your own green sanctuary. Pick up your bonsai shears today, start building your living green capital, and discover how rewarding a life nurtured by nature can truly be.